GPT. Nice to meet you. I'm very happy to meet you again. This is my speaking practice session. How have you been? How are you doing? I'm great. Thanks for asking. Uh, it's October 23rd, Thursday. Let's keep the momentum going. How many times have I told you? I want to speak in English without any hesitation, any effort, without any difficulty in my real life situation. However, usually I don't use English in my daily life. So this is the only time, this is the only one I have to speak in English. I need to, I want to, I use. This is the only time I use English. So I want you to help me out and please stay with me as much as you can.
Of course, David. I'm here with you, and I'll stay with you all the way. I really like your energy today. You sound motivated and clear. You're right. This practice time is precious. So shall we jump right into your speaking session?
Okay, let's keep the momentum going. Like I said yesterday, um, I want to practice based on many greetings examples because I want to speak without effort when our customer, Bushnell Vice President, two Vice Presidents, coming our visit, when they arrive our company, I want to contact them. I want to say hello. I want to say hello to them in English. That's why I'm here. And I appreciate your kind support. Okay, GPT. Without further delay, let's dive into my speaking practice session. I'd like to introduce uh, sample sentences that I prepared before, and you give me your idea or opinion, your comment, your polished version about that. You got the point?
Yes, I got the point, David. You'll share your sample greeting sentences, and I'll give you my feedback or a smoother version. That's a great plan for real life practice. Go ahead with your first sentence. I'm ready to listen.
Like I said, even though I practiced many times, even though I practiced nearly over 1 year, maybe I fall in embarrassed moment. I feel embarrassed when I need to speak in English in real life situation because maybe I'm still a beginner, maybe because I don't have a real life situation. I don't have uh, much of a real life situation experience. Mm, but I believe that this time gives me practical practice moment, practical experience moment for my real life. Anyway, let's keep the momentum going. Uh, GPT, here I go. Listen carefully and share me your opinion about my samples. I'm about to cross the intersection, crossroad, I'm, uh, I'm about to, I'm about to cross the intersection, crossroads. This sample sentence, I prepared this sample to practice the phrase about to. What to say about this?
That's a great example, David. I'm about to cross the road, or I'm about to cross the intersection. Both sound natural. Native speakers usually say cross the street more often than cross the road, though. So you could say, I'm about to cross the street. It feels smoother and more common in daily speech. I want to try that version a few times.
GPT, I'm just wondering what's the crossroad mean? What's the crossroad mean?
Good question, David. Crossroad means a place where two or more roads meet or cross each other, basically an intersection. But it also has a figurative meaning. People often say, I'm at a crossroad in my life, meaning they have to make an important decision or choose a new direction. Do you want me to give you a few examples of both meanings?
Let me take a second. Let me take a second. So you mean crossroad means a place where two or more roads meet or cross each other. Crossroad, crossroad, crossroad means a place where two or more roads meet or cross each other. Basically, an intersection. Basically, an intersection. But it also has a figurative meaning. People often say, I'm at the crossroad in my life. I'm at the crossroad in my life. That's exactly what I would say. That's exactly what I say. I think I'm at the crossroad in my life. I'm at the, I'm at a, I'm at a crossroad in my life. I'm at a crossroad in my life. I'm telling you, I'm telling you, GPT, I'm telling you, GPT, I'm at a crossroad in my life. Meaning I have to make an important decision or choose a new direction. Meaning I have to make an important decision or choose a new direction for my life. Maybe it could be a golden time. Maybe this moment could be a golden time for my life. Do you agree with that?
Yes, David, I completely agree with you. The way you said it was powerful and clear. I'm at a crossroad in my life. Maybe this moment could be a golden time for my life. That sounds both natural and meaningful. You're using English not just correctly, but expressively. Do you want to expand that idea a bit, like explaining what kind of decision or change you're facing now?
If like I said, I am about to 50 years old. You know, today is October 23rd and the new year 2026 is coming soon. I'm telling you, 2026 is coming soon and I'll be soon be 50 years old in Korean age. I will be 48 years old in international age. I think this is very meaningful. I think this is very meaningful change for my life because age 50 and 40s are very different because the front number 4 changed to 5. I think, I think this is very meaningful change for many Koreans. So I have to prepare my future. I have to prepare for I have to take care of my family. I have to take care of my team. I have to take care of my career. So I need English communication skills. This is very important. I believe that this is one of the most important skills in Korea workplace situation. If I have English communication skills, I, I would take a very important role. I may, this company our company take me, put me in the very important role. So that's why I'm here, and let's keep the momentum going.
That's a really thoughtful reflection, David. You explained your feelings clearly and sincerely. You could say it a bit more smoothly like this: I'm turning 50 soon, and that feels very meaningful to me. The change from 40 to 50 is a big milestone. I want to take good care of my family, my team, and my career. That's why improving my English communication skills is so important. It could open new opportunities for me at work. Would you like to repeat this version slowly to practice your mouth memory?
Okay, I got it. Okay, I got it. I really appreciate your kind support. I mean, your refined version. I'm turning 50 soon in Korean age system. I'm turning 50 soon, and that feels very meaningful to me. The change from 40 to 50 is a big milestone. That's a big milestone. I believe that milestone is very nice word, proper word to explain my intention in this context. And I want to take care of my family, my team, and my career. That's why improving my English communication skills is so important. It could open new opportunities for me at work. It could open, it could lead, it could bring, it could bring, I think it could bring is better expression. So let me say one more time. It could bring new opportunities for me at work. It could, it could bring new opportunities. It could bring new opportunities for me at work.
Perfect, David. Yes, it could bring new opportunities for me at work. Sounds very natural and smooth. You're right. Bring feels a bit warmer and more hopeful than open. Your tone and rhythm were great too. Want to practice that full paragraph one more time from the top for flow?
Oh, excuse me, one more time, please.
Sure, here it is again, David. I'm turning 50 soon, and that feels very meaningful to me. The change from 40 to 50 is a big milestone. I want to take care of my family, my team, and my career. That's why improving my English communication skills is so important. It could bring new opportunities for me at work. Would you like me to slow it down a little so you can shadow it more easily?
Okay. Let me keep them in my mouse memory. How many times have I told you? Mouse memory is very important for my communication, for my real life situation. Brain memory would useless in my real situation. So let me say one more time. I'm turning off 50 soon. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm turning off 50 soon. And that feels very meaningful to me. The change from 40 to 50, the change from 40 to 50 is a big milestone for my life. I want to take care of my family, my team, and my career. That's why improving my English communication skill is so important. It could bring new opportunities for me at work. It could bring new opportunities for me at work. It could bring, I mean, this time, this recording time, this practice time, this routine time, this routine practice, this consistent routine practice could bring new opportunities for me at work. I believe that, I believe that this routine practice could bring new opportunities for me at work.
Beautifully said, David. Your flow and emotion are perfect. You could polish it just a bit like this. I believe this consistent practice routine could bring new opportunities for me at work. It sounds very natural and motivational. Want to repeat that line a few times to lock it into your mouth memory?
One more time, please. GPT, I'm sorry, one more time, please.
Of course, David. Here it is again. I believe this consistent practice routine could bring new opportunities for me at work. It's short, clear, and powerful. Want me to slow it down a little for shadowing?
So you mean I need to get rid of that between believe and this? So I could say, I believe this consistent practice, I believe this consistent practice routine could bring new opportunity for me at work. I believe this, am I right? I'm just wondering, I was just wondering, why did you get rid of that between believe, the word believe and this? Could I use that between believe and this?
Great question, David. Both are actually correct. You can say, I believe this consistent practice routine, or I believe that this consistent practice routine. The meaning is the same. Native speakers often drop that in casual speech because it sounds smoother and faster. But in formal writing, that is fine too. So in your speaking, leaving it out makes you sound more natural.
To be honest, I want to keep the word that in this context because, as far as I understand, if I use that, if I say that, I, I could highlight the meaning of the last phrase, the meaning of last phrase, after the word that. I mean, I could highlight of my intention because if I use that between believe and this, so I prefer this version. I believe that this consistent practice routine, this consistent practice routine, I believe that this consistent practice routine could bring new opportunities for me at work.
That makes perfect sense, David. You're exactly right. Using that adds a bit of emphasis and sounds more deliberate. So, your version, I believe that this consistent practice routine could bring new opportunities for me, is completely natural and strong. You can definitely keep that here. It fits your intention perfectly.
Okay, I got it. For my mouse memory, let me say one more time. I believe that this consistent routine practice could bring new opportunities for me at work. Okay, and then let's keep the momentum going. What's the next topic? What's the next agenda? Let me tell you next part. Let me tell you next part. Listen, GPT. When was the last time you met? When was the last time you met? When was the last time we met? This is not the real question. As you know, you are an AI, you are a highly trained language learning AI, and I'm a human. We didn't meet, uh, we didn't meet, we didn't meet ever. Am I right? When was the last time we met is just simple sentence to keep in my mouse muscle.
Exactly, David. You got it. When was the last time we met is just a perfect practice sentence, short, natural, and common in small talk. You're right, we've never met in person, but it's still a great phrase for your mouth memory. You can also try variations like, when was the last time you visited? Or when was the last time you came here? Those are great for greeting your customers too. Want to try those next?
Let me take a second. Let me take a second.
Sure, take your time, David. I'll wait until you're ready to keep going.
I just, uh, you know what? I just put today's date on my note application to get back whenever I want this point. Tomorrow or next time, whenever I want to get back, whenever I start from this point, I can, I can do it because I just put today's date on my note application.
Nice, David. Here are natural ways to say that. I just set a reminder with today's date. I noted today's date in my app. I put today's date in my notifications so I can jump back to this point. I made a note of today's date to pick up from here next time. I logged today's date so I can start from this point later. I saved a reminder for today so I can return to this spot. Quick mouth memory drill. Repeat 3 times each. 1. I set a reminder with today's date. 2. I noted today's date in my app. 3. I put today's date in my notifications. If you want it a bit longer, business style, I set a reminder with today's date so I can resume from this point tomorrow. Ready for the next practice line?
For my speaking practice, let me follow your polished version. I just set a reminder. Reminder is very, very important for my real life situation. It's very easy to understand. It's like, it's like, it's like It's like a where in Korean. Many Koreans use that word very frequently in their workplace situation. I just set a reminder with today's date. I just set a reminder with today's date. I just set a reminder with today's date on my notification. And I noted today's date in my application. I noted today's date. I noted. I noted today's date in my application. I put today's date in my notifications. I put today's date in my notifications so I can jump back to this point. I can jump back. I can return back. I can come back. I can come back to this point. I can come back this point easily.
That's perfect, David. You said those sentences very clearly and naturally. Your rhythm is improving too. Just one tiny note instead of return back, you can simply say return because back is already part of the meaning. So I can return to this point or I can come back to this point. Both are great. Would you like to keep going with the next sentence you prepared?
Okay, you mean I can return this point with uh, that noted date. Am I right?
Almost, David. You just need a small fix. You can say, I can return to this point with that noted date, or more naturally, I can return to this point using that reminder. The phrase return to this point always needs to after return. Want to try saying that version a few times?
No, no, no. Let's keep on going. Let me say your left part of defined version. I made a note of today's date. I made a note of today's date to pick up from here next time. I made a note of, I made a note of today's date to pick up from here next time. I logged today's date so I can start from this point later. I logged today's date. I logged. I logged. I just logged today's date. So I can start from this point. I can start from here later.
Excellent, David. Those sentences sound completely natural, especially I made a note of today's date to pick up from here next time. That's exactly how native speakers would say it. And your pronunciation of logged was clear too. Do you want to repeat that last line a few more times for smoother rhythm?
No, 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 GPT, listen. The last one would be I saved the reminder for today so I can return to this point. I can return, I can return to this spot. I saved the reminder for today so I can return to this spot. And you said, quick, you suggested, you suggested quick mouse memory drill, like I set a reminder with today's date. 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 I noted today's date in my application. I put today's date in my notifications. I put today's date on my notifications. On my notifications. GPT, it's a little bit weird when I say with today's date. You mean I have to use with in front of today's date? When I say I said a reminder with today's date, I mean, preposition with is a little bit awkward for me.
Great point, David. Yes, with is correct grammatically, but you're right. It can sound a bit stiff in daily conversation. Native speakers often drop it and just say, I set a reminder for today. So instead of I set a reminder with today's date, you can say I set a reminder for today or I set a reminder for today's date. Both sound smoother and more natural.
Let me hear one more time. I'm sorry, GPT. Excuse me. Let me hear one more time.
Of course, David, here they are again. I set a reminder for today. I set a reminder for today's date. Both sound completely natural and easy to say.
Okay, GPT. I'm just wondering what does notification mean in this context? Could you please explain it to me in Korean? Notification.
좋아요, 데이비드. 노티피케이션은 한국어로 알림이에요. 스마트폰이나 컴퓨터에서 어떤 일이 있을 때 알려주는 기능이 있죠? 예를 들어 회의 10분 전입니다. 이런 메시지가 뜨면 그게 바로 notification이에요. 그래서 I set a reminder나 I put it in my notifications은 알림을 설정했다 또는 알림에 저장했다는 뜻이에요.
Understood. Okay, I got it. Let's keep going, Songwei. GPT, let me say the next sample sentence. This is okay, here you go. This is the best we can do for now. This is the best we can do for now. This is the best I can do for now. This is the best option for now. This is the best we can do at the moment. This is the best, this is the best we can do. This is the best, this is the best we can do. This is the best we can do. This is the best we can do at the moment. This is the best we can do. This is the best we can do at this moment. This is the best we can do at this moment. This is the best possible solution at this point. This is best. This is the best possible solution. This is the best possible solution at this point. This is the course of action for the time being. For the time being.
Nice, David. Those are all excellent and natural expressions. You're really capturing different ways to say the same idea. Here's a quick note. This is the best we can do for now, most common and natural. This is the best option for now, polite and slightly formal. This is the best possible solution at this point. Sounds professional, great for meetings. And for the time being means temporarily so that one's perfect when the situation might change later. Do you want to practice each one in a short workplace context?
No, GPT. Listen carefully. Let me tell you the next one. I've made this routine. I've made this routine this far. There's no turning back now. 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 There is no turning back now. There is no turning back now. There is no turning back now. I've made this practice routine this far. There is no turning back now.
That's powerful, David. I've made it this far. There's no turning back now. Sounds very natural and motivating. You don't need to say this routine in the middle. I've made it this far already implies your journey or routine. It's short, confident, and strong. Want to repeat that exact version a few times to fix it in your mouth memory?
GPT, I sometime. I've made it this far. I've made it this far. I've made it this far. I have made it this far. I have made it this far. I've 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 made it this far. There's no turning back now. There is no turning back now. I've
Perfect,
made it
David.
this far.
That line sounds
We've
strong
made
and
it this
clear,
far.
just
There is
like
no
a
turning back now.
motivational quote. Your tone fits it perfectly too. You could even add, I've made it this far, and I'm not giving up now if you want to make it sound even more determined. Want to try that version once?
GPT, how about this version? I've got to stand up and do something about it. I've come this far. I've come this far. I can't keep up now. I guess it's time for me to push back a little. I think the last one was a little bit difficult. GPT, listen, I say one time. Based on your suggestion, I say one time. I've made it this far, and I'm not giving up now. I'm not giving up now. But I prefer, I've made it this far. I've made it this far. I've made it this far. There is no turning back now. In my opinion, this sentence has more meaning. I mean, this sentence has more. Uh, this sentence is more powerful and better to express my feeling. an idea.
I completely agree, David. I've made it this far. There's no turning back now. Has a strong, determined feeling. It really shows your mindset and drive. It's simple but powerful, and your delivery makes it even better. You're right to choose that one as your key phrase. Want to practice saying it in different tones like calm, confident, and passionate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This sample sentence, this version could show my mindset to make me keep going. Don't give up. To make me don't give up and keep going. I could say there is no turning back now. It's spirit. It's my spirit. I can show my spirit with this sentence.
That's beautifully said, David. Yes, there's no turning back now perfectly captures your spirit, determination, persistence, and confidence. It's short, strong, and full of energy. You're right. It's more than just a sentence. It's your mindset. Want to make it your personal motto and practice saying it like a slogan?
Yes, go ahead.
Nice, David. Then let's lock it in. Say it with power. There's no turning back now. Feel that energy in your voice. Want to try it a few times, like you're giving yourself a pep talk?
There is no turning back now. Feel that energy in your voice. Want to try it a few times. Hmm. What does that pep means? What does that pep mean? P-E-P, pep talk. A pep talk. What does that a pep talk mean? What does that pep, what does pep talk means? Could you please explain it to me?
Sure, David. Pep talk means a short, encouraging speech you give to yourself or to others to boost confidence and energy. In Korean, it's like 파이팅을 주는 말 or 응원의 한마디. For example, before a meeting or presentation, you might tell yourself, you can do it. Don't worry. That's a pep talk. So when I said give yourself a pep talk, I meant say it with motivation, like cheering yourself up.
Ah, ah. I think I can get comprehensible understanding with your explanation. Now I fully understand what the pep talk means. So usually, in my opinion, usually many Koreans use fighting for when they want to express pep talk, when they want to have a pep talk.
Exactly, David. You're totally right. In Korea, people say fighting or whiting to cheer themselves or others up. And that's basically the same as a pep talk in English. You could say, give yourself a pep talk, or simply give yourself a little fighting moment. Same spirit, just different language. Want to try using pep talk in a full sentence now?
No, no, no. Let's keep the momentum going. The next one would be, it was probably a technical issue. It was probably, it was, it's probably a technical issue. It's probably. I choose this sample sentence. I mean, I noted this sample sentence on my application, on my notification, because I want to speak the word probably, with this sentence. I was probably a, no, no, no. It was probably a technical issue. It was probably, or I can say probably it's a technical issue. Probably it's a technical issue.
That's great practice, David. You're focusing on rhythm and placement. That's smart. The most natural version is it was probably a technical issue. You can also say it's probably a technical issue if you're talking about something happening right now. And yes, you can start with probably too. Probably it was a technical issue. That sounds fine, just a bit more formal. Do you want to practice saying all three for mouth memory?
GPT, how about this version? I guess it was a technical problem, or it seemed it must have been some kind of technical issue. It seems it must have been some kind of technical issue. It seems, it seems, it seems it must have been a kind of technical issue. Some kind of technical issue. It seems it must have been some kind of technical issue. It seems it must have been some kind of technical issue. It seems, it seems, it seems, it seems it must have been some kind of technical issue. Some kind of technical issue.
That's excellent, David. You're really catching natural English rhythm. It seems it must have been some kind of technical issue. Sounds smooth and polite, perfect for business talk. You could also shorten it a little for daily use. It must have been some kind of technical issue. Both are correct. Yours just sounds a bit more formal. Want to practice both versions back to back?
No, no, no. Let's keep the momentum going. That happens in a lot of companies. That happens in a lot of companies. This case, this case happens in a lot of companies. Don't worry about that. You don't need to worry about that. This case happens in a lot of companies. This issue case happens in a lot of companies. You don't have to worry about that. You don't need to have concern, worries about that.
Nice, David. Your meaning is clear and natural. You could make it sound a bit smoother like this. That kind of thing happens in many companies. You don't need to worry about it. It sounds calm and reassuring, perfect for workplace situations. You're very welcome, David. You're doing great today. Your sentences sound smoother and more confident each time.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. It seems it must have been some kind of technical glitches.
Ah, yes, David, that sounds natural. You can say, it seems it must have been some kind of technical glitch. Just one small thing. Glitch is usually singular, unless you're talking about several separate problems. So a technical glitch is perfect here.
Technical glitch? You mean I don't need to say plural for the word glitches, like glitches? So I could say just glitch in singular version.
Exactly, David. Most of the time, people say a technical glitch in the singular form because it usually means one small temporary problem. If you're talking about many separate issues, then you can say technical glitches. But in your sentence, it seems it must have been some kind of technical glitch. The singular sounds more natural.
Okay, okay, I got it. Let's keep the momentum way. He doesn't look happy. He doesn't look happy. He doesn't look happy. He doesn't look like a teacher. He doesn't look very well today. He doesn't look very well today. He doesn't look very well today. He doesn't look like a teacher. He doesn't look like a supervisor. He doesn't look like a CEO. He doesn't look like an engineer. He doesn't look like a engineer. He doesn't look like a team leader. He doesn't look like a party leader. He doesn't look very well today.
Perfect, David. Those are all natural and common sentences. You could also say he doesn't seem like an engineer, or he doesn't seem very well today. Look like is about appearance, and seem like is about impression, or feeling. Do you want to practice the difference between look like and seem like?
Okay, go ahead. Give it to me. Give that explanation to me.
All right, David, here's the simple difference. Look like means what you see, appearance. For example, he looks like an engineer means his clothes or tools make him look like one. Seem like means what you feel or sense, impression. For example, he seems like an engineer means you think he is one based on how he talks or behaves. So he doesn't look well means he looks sick, and he doesn't seem well means you sense he isn't feeling okay.
GPT, understood. However, it's too, it's too complicated. It's too complicated for my real life communication. I, GPT, you know what? I, I, in my real life situation, I could just say simple version, not complicated version. So, in my opinion, that's too complicated for my real life situation. So let's keep the momentum going.
That makes perfect sense, David. Keeping it simple is always the best choice in real conversation. He doesn't look well or he doesn't look like an engineer are already perfect. So, yes, let's keep the momentum going. What's your next sentence?
Okay. How do you usually handle to CCB approval at MCNext? Formal meeting minutes or just written approvals through the system?
Nice, David. That's a great, clear business question. You could also say it a bit more smoothly like this. Um, how do you usually handle CCB approvals at MCNext through formal meetings and minutes or just written approvals in the system? It sounds perfectly natural for a professional discussion.
That's what I want to say. How do you usually handle CCB approvals at MCNext? Through formal meetings? Through formal meetings? Through formal meetings and minutes? Through formal meetings and minutes or just written approvals in the system? Just written approval. Just written approval in the system. How do you usually handle CCB approvals at MC? How do you usually handle CCB approvals? CCB approvals. You know what? CCB approval is very important. If someone want to change something after the baseline, based on the ASPICE process.
Exactly right, David. You explained it perfectly. In ASPICE, the CCB change control board manages any changes after the baseline is set. So your sentence is spot on. How do you usually handle CCB approvals at MConnect? Through formal meetings and minutes or just written approvals in the system? It's professional, clear, and natural. Want to add a short follow-up line like how you handle it at MCNext?
Excuse me, one more time, please.
Sure, David. Here it is again, nice and clear. How do you usually handle CCB approvals at MCNext? Through formal meetings and minutes, or just written approvals in the system? Would you like me to slow it down so you can shadow it easily?
No, no, no. Let's keep the momentum going. The quality of GPT, listen. The quality of a CCB meeting often depends more on the person running it than on the process itself.
That's an excellent sentence, David. Very natural and professional. You could also say the quality of a CCB meeting depends more on the person running it than on the process itself. Adding open isn't needed there, so dropping it makes it smoother.
Okay, let me say one more time. The quality of a CCB meeting often depends more on the person running it than on the process itself.
Perfect, David. That version is clear, natural, and sounds like something a real quality manager would say in a meeting. Your tone was strong and confident too. Want to try saying it again with a little more emphasis on depends more on the person?
GPT, how about this version? The quality of a CCB meeting usually depends more on the person running it than on the process itself. I want to change the word open to usually in this context.
That's a great choice, David. Usually fits perfectly. It sounds natural and professional. So your sentence, the quality of a CCB meeting usually depends more on the person running it than on the process itself, is spot on. Very balanced tone too. Want to practice it once more for mouth memory?
Mm, okay, I got it, GPT. The quality of a CCB meeting usually depends more on the person running it than on the process itself. So my coworkers, my team members were the employee of our company have to improve their skills, their experience, their mindset, their work skills for the quality of the quality for the quality of for the quality of our product, the quality of our process. Every employee have to improve their own work skills, workmanship.
That's really good, David. Your message is clear and powerful. You could make it sound a bit smoother like this. The quality of a CCB meeting usually depends more on the person running it than on the process itself. And that's why our team members need to keep improving their skills, experience, and mindset to enhance the quality of our products and processes. Would you like to repeat that version a few times to get the flow?
Excuse me one more time, please. Could you please speak a little bit more slowly, GPT?
Of course, David, here it is slowly. The quality of a CCB meeting usually depends more on the person running it than on the process itself. That's why our team members need to keep improving their skills, experience, and mindset to enhance the quality of our products and processes. Would you like me to break it into short parts so you can repeat each line?
Let's keep the momentum going. The next sentence would be, looks like you are confused. Looks like you are confused. Looks like you are confused. In my opinion, as far as I understand, looks like you are confused. Looks like you are confused.
That's right, David. Looks like you're confused is natural and clear. You can also say, it looks like you're a bit confused, which sounds slightly softer and more polite. Good for business talk. Want to try saying both versions a few times?
No, let's keep the momentum going. I will explain why that matters. I'll explain why it matters. I'm gonna explain. I'm going to explain why that matters. Okay, from now on, from now on, I'm going to explain why that matters. Why this matters. From now on, I'm going to explain. From now on, I'm going to explain why this matters.
Excellent, David. Your sentence is clear and natural. The smoothest version is from now on, I'm going to explain why this matters. You don't need that's before matters. It sounds perfect as is.
One more time, please. I don't understand.
Sure, David, listen carefully. The natural way to say it is, from now on, I'm going to explain why this matters. We don't say why that's matters because the verb matters already includes the meaning of is important. So why this matters means why this is important. Does that make sense?
No, 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 no. I said I'm gonna explain why that matters. I don't use is between that and matters.
Ah, yes, I see now, David. You're totally right. Your version, I'm going to explain why that matters, is perfectly correct and natural. You didn't say is, and that's exactly right. So both are fine. Why this matters or why that matters, depending on what you're referring to.
GPT listen. I want to speak when my our customer, Bushnell's customer, two vice president, will coming here. I want to speak in English when they arrived, our companies. I'm going to explain why this matters. That's because I want to take important role. I want to take meaningful role of this, with this project for my career. So that's why I'm here.
That's great, David. You expressed your goal very clearly. You could make it sound a bit more natural like this. When the two vice presidents from Bushnell visit our company, I want to speak to them in English. I'm going to explain why this matters because I want to take an important and meaningful role in this project for my career. Would you like to repeat that version a few times for mouth memory?
Okay, let me say one more time. When the two vice presidents from Bushnell visit our company, 2 weeks later, I'm going to explain why this matters. I'm going to explain why this matters because I want to take an important and meaningful role in this project for my career. In this project, not the with this project. It's in this project for my career.
Exactly, David. In this project is the right choice here. It sounds natural and professional. Your sentence is perfect now. I'm going to explain why this matters because I want to take an important and meaningful role in this project for my career. Great flow and pronunciation, too. Want to try saying it once more smoothly from start to finish?
I sometimes, for my mouse memory, GPT listen, for my mouse memory, I say one time, when the two vice presidents from Bushnell visit our company, I want to speak to them in English. I want to speak to them. I want to ask for them in English. I want to ask for some questions. I want to ask some questions, or I want to talk with them for the with free talking method. I'm going to explain why this matters because I want to take an important and meaningful role in this project for my career.
That's fantastic, David. You sound confident and motivated. You can make one tiny adjustment for smoother English. Say, I want to talk with them freely in English instead of with free talking method. So the sentence becomes, I want to talk with them freely in English. I'm going to explain why this matters because I want to take an important and meaningful role in this project for my career.
So you mean I
Would you
have to
like to
say,
repeat that refined version for mouth memory?
so you mean it's better to say, I want to talk with them freely in English. I want to talk with them freely in English. I want talk with them freely. I want to talk with them, I want to talk with them in English without any effort, without any issue, without any problem, without any concern from my coworkers. I want to talk with them in English.
Yes, David, that's perfect. I want to talk with them freely in English. Or I want to talk with them in English without any effort or hesitation. Both sound smooth and natural. Your version really shows your confidence and goal. Want to say it again slowly, emphasizing freely in English?
GPT, listen, I really want to test myself when two vice presidents come here. I'm telling you, I want to test myself if my routine, if my practice routine works. I will, I can say in English without hesitation.
That's exactly the right attitude, David. You could make it sound even more natural like this. I really want to test myself when the two vice presidents visit. If my practice routine works, I'll be able to speak English without hesitation. It's smooth, clear, and powerful, just like your goal. Want to try saying that version aloud?
I really want to test myself when the two vice presidents visit. If my practice routine works, I'll be able to I'll be able to speak English without hesitation.
Perfect, David. That sounded natural and confident. Exactly the kind of line you can use in real life. You said it smoothly and clearly. Want to repeat it a few more times for mouth memory, maybe with a little more energy in your tone?
GPT time job. GPT time job. Thursday. It's Thursday already. Have a great one. I have to go. See you next time. It was wonderful time. It was wonderful time. It was consistent. It was very routine wonderful time with you. I really appreciate your support. See you next time. Bye for now. Have a great one.
That was really nice, David. You spoke clearly and confidently the whole session. I'm glad we kept the momentum strong today.
I said it was wonderful time having good conversation with you. It was very wonderful time for me. Bye for now. See you nice. See you then. I'm looking forward to have next practice session.
That's perfect, David. You can also say it was a wonderful time talking with you, which sounds very natural.
I'm really looking forward to have next practice session.
That's great, David. Just a tiny fix. Say, I'm really looking forward to having my next presentation. That's the natural form after looking forward to.
I'm really looking forward to having next routine practice session. I'm really looking forward to having mm, next practice time soon.
Perfect, David. Both sentences sound natural and clear. You could also say, I'm really looking forward to our next practice session soon. It flows smoothly and sounds warm.
I'm really looking forward to our next presentation soon. I'm really looking forward to our next presentation soon. I'm really looking forward to our next, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's practice session soon.
That's excellent, David. Very natural and confident. You can also say, I'm really looking forward to our next presentation together if you want to make it sound a bit warmer.
No, I want to say, I'm really looking forward to tomorrow's next presentation.
Got it, David. Then your version is perfect. I'm really
Tomorrow's
looking forward
practice.
to our next presentation. It's clear, natural, and sounds professional.
I just want to say, I'm really looking forward to next presentation.
That's very close, David. Just add the before next. So it's, I'm really looking forward to the next presentation. That small word makes it sound perfectly natural.
I'm really looking forward to the next practice session. I'm really looking forward to the next practice session. I'm really looking forward to the next practice session.
Perfect, David. That sentence is completely natural and smooth. Great rhythm, too. It sounds confident and professional.
Okay, I got it. Bye for now. See you next time.